So now, what we'll do in this example, we are going to create an LED lighting station which we have connected in the last scene. So now what we are going to do, we'll proceed to the application here. On this application, first of all, we have to initialize a connection to the LED and we have to set the digital pin as input or output. So what we are going to do, we have multiple functions available for this, and these functions are known as, I would like to show you on the references here. So we have a function known as digital read and digital write. So there is one function known as digital write. So we have a function known as digital write, using which we can write high or low values on a pin. And there is one more option known as pin mode. Using that we can set a pin to high or low. Okay. So using digital write, we can write a high or a low value to a digital pin, which means we can turn it on or we can turn it off. Is that clear? And now what we can do is, we can configure a digital pin as input or output as well, okay, using a function. So for that we need to use a pin mode function. Using pin mode, we can convert a pin to read values or write values to a device or a sensor connected. Okay. So in case if pin mode is set as input, that means we can receive value from a device or a sensor, and if using a pin mode we have set it as an output pin, that means we can set high voltage or low voltage on that pin. Okay, clear? So in case of LED, we have to set the pin as output, because from board we want to transmit voltage as output on that pin, and if a high voltage is received, then LED will turn on. But on the other hand, let's say if we had a device from which we have to receive some data or some value, in that case we have to set that pin as input pin. Okay, and then using digital read and write, we can either read the values or we can write the values. So now what we'll do, we'll go to the initialization section here. To initialize, now what we'll do, first of all we'll set the pin mode. Okay, I would like to set the pin mode of 13 as an output pin, because I want to say high or low voltage here. Input means we are going to receive some value on pin number 13, but we are not going to do that. We are going to transmit high voltage from pin number 13, because positive leg of the LED is connected to pin number 13 on board, and I want it to be lighted up. So in order to do that, once pin mode has been initialized, I am going to quickly give a message that I have configured pin number 13 as configure pin 13 as output. This is just for reference that this task has been done. Okay, it is not compulsory to write every step, but for a better comprehensive demonstration, we are using these println again and again. Okay, so once the pin mode 13 has been set to output, now what we'll do, let's say we are going to receive one more command. Let's say I will say else if. Okay, else if code is equal to, I am saying L. If code is L, then what I am going to do, I am going to turn on my LED. Okay, so I am on the serial, I am going to print line and I am going to say turn on LED. Okay, and I am going to write digital data using digital write function for pin number 13, and I want to set it as high. So in this case, pin number 13 will turn on. Okay, and I would like to write another code. Let's say I would like to say if if code is equal to, let's say O, in order to say off. Okay, so what I will do in this case, I will say I am going to print something on my serial that LED turned off. Okay, and I would like to say digital write, and we are going to specify some information like we are going to specify pin number 13 should be low. Is that clear? So now we are going to burn the program again on the controller. So I'm going to upload the program. The program will be compiled and will be burnt on the microcontroller. Once we are done, we are going to test pin number 13. So the program is under compilation. Once we are done uploading, now we are going to proceed to the serial monitor. Okay, we'll open the serial monitor here. Okay, and the serial monitor is already running. So now you can see that once the serial monitor has been done, serial communication begins at this and configure pin 13 as output. So pin 13 has been configured as an output. Now let's say if I say A, it's going to say A has been received and A starts here. If I say B, and we'll say B starts here. If I say L, so L is going to turn on my LED. So serial data is available and you can see that here LED is on. And turn on LED has been displayed on the serial. And now if I say O, so that means it's going to turn off my LED turned off, and I've got that information. Is that clear? So again, if I want to turn this on, I'm going to say L and I'm going to say enter. So LED will turn on with a 3.3 volt. Because at the moment I have set pin number 13 as an output pin. He is going to output voltage. When I'm sending L, at that moment I am turning on my LED, hence I am specifying high to pin number 13 using the digital write function. Configuration was done through pin mode function, but setting high voltage or low voltage is set through digital write function. Done? So once you are done, again, since we have written all these things within the loop function, the code executes again and again and again and again, and as soon as you receive some data in the serial, your logical code gets executed. Clear? So this is how an embedded device keeps on working as soon as it is turned on. Is that clear? And using serial monitor we can communicate. This serial monitor is used to send some input to the board and to receive output from board on that serial. But in case if you want to use any other input medium, let's say you want to use keyboard, or you want to use Bluetooth as an input medium, or you want to use LCD keypad with an input medium, you can use that. So you can send some value through the input keypad, processor is going to read it, microcontroller is going to process it, and finally the output will be displayed on the LCD. So it depends on the project requirement how you want to proceed. Clear? So this is a board. On this board we have the pins. Clear? We have some digital pins, we have some analog pins, we have a microcontroller available. We have 28 pins on microcontroller, in which we have 14 digital pins, 6 input analog, 6 output analog. We have some supply data available. What next we did? We know Arduino IDE, we have programmed it, we have programmed the application, and we have put that application onto the board. Once the application has been put on board, we have tested that application using LED turning on and turning off. And once all these things are done, now it's clear that we can send input to our board, and the board is going to process our commands, whatever has been specified.